Welcome to Strangecast. In this episode, we explore three haunting mysteries: the Island of the Dolls, Mexico's Zone of Silence, and Scotland's Overtoun Bridge. Real places, dark legends, and unanswered questions. Put on your headphones and step into the unknown. Hidden among the ancient canals of Xochimilco, just south of Mexico City, lies one of the most unsettling places in the world. La Isla de las Muñecas, known in English as the Island of the Dolls. What appears at first glance to be a quiet, overgrown island quickly reveals a disturbing spectacle. Hundreds of decaying dolls hanging from trees, fences, and crumbling structures, their empty eyes staring silently at visitors. The story of the island is inseparable from the life of Don Julian Santana Barrera, a reclusive man who lived there for decades. According to local legend, Don Julian found the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal near the island. Not long after, he discovered a doll floating in the water. Believing it belonged to the girl, he hung it from a tree as a sign of respect. But this act marked the beginning of an obsession that would last the rest of his life. Don Julian claimed that the spirit of the drowned girl haunted the island. He said he could hear whispers in the night, footsteps in the darkness, and distant cries carried by the wind. To appease the restless spirit and protect himself, he began collecting dolls, broken, discarded, and often missing limbs or eyes, and hanging them across the island. Over time, the dolls multiplied, transforming the island into a nightmarish shrine. Visitors who later reached the island reported an overwhelming sense of unease. Some claimed the dolls seemed to move. Others said they heard them whisper or saw their eyes follow human movement. Though skeptics argue these experiences are the result of imagination and environmental factors, the stories persist. In a chilling twist, Don Julian himself was found dead in 2001, drowned in the same canal where the girl was said to have perished. Today, the Island of the Dolls remains a haunting reminder of grief, isolation, and the thin line between devotion and madness. An eerie monument suspended between legend and reality. In the vast and desolate desert of northern Mexico, where the states of Durango, Chihuahua, and Coahuila meet, lies a mysterious region known as La Zona del Silencio, or the Zone of Silence. At first glance, it appears to be nothing more than an endless stretch of sand, rocks, and scrubland. Yet for decades, this remote area has been at the center of strange reports that challenge science and fuel legend. The Zone of Silence gained international attention in the 1970s when a U.S. Athena missile, launched from a base in Utah, veered off course and crashed deep within the region. What puzzled scientists was not just the malfunction, but the location itself, an area already rumored to interfere with radio signals, satellite communications, and compasses. Locals had long claimed that radios stopped working and that communication with the outside world abruptly failed once inside the zone. Beyond technological anomalies, the region is also associated with unusual natural phenomena. The desert is rich in magnetic minerals, and some researchers believe these deposits may explain the signal disruptions. However, this scientific explanation does little to address the many eyewitness accounts of unexplained lights in the sky, sudden weather changes, and objects falling from space. Residents and travelers have reported encounters with tall, pale figures dressed in yellow, described as speaking perfect Spanish despite appearing foreign. These beings allegedly offer help to lost travelers before vanishing without a trace. Others tell stories of mutated plants, oversized cacti, and animals behaving in unnatural ways. While skeptics argue that isolation, extreme heat, and suggestion play a major role in these experiences, the legends of the Zone of Silence refuse to fade. Today it remains a place where science and myth collide, a silent desert that continues to echo with unanswered questions, standing as one of the most enigmatic regions on Earth. Nestled within the quiet countryside near Dumbarton, Scotland, stands Overtoun Bridge, a Victorian stone structure surrounded by dense woodland and rolling hills. At first glance, the bridge appears peaceful, even picturesque. Yet beneath its serene exterior lies one of the most disturbing mysteries in modern folklore, a place often referred to as the bridge where dogs go to die. Built in 1895, Overtoun Bridge gained notoriety in the 1950s when locals began reporting a strange and recurring phenomenon. Dogs, seemingly without warning, would leap from the same side of the bridge, falling nearly 50 feet onto the rocky stream below. Over the decades, hundreds of such incidents have been documented, with many resulting in the animals' deaths. What makes the events even more unsettling is that surviving dogs have reportedly attempted to jump again when brought back to the site. Witnesses describe the dogs becoming suddenly agitated upon reaching a specific area of the bridge, often between the final two parapets. Owners claim their pets were calm moments earlier, showing no signs of distress. The consistency of the location has only deepened the mystery. Scientific explanations suggest that the bridge's height, combined with thick stone walls, obscures the drop below. Additionally, the area is rich in the scent of mink, otters, and other small mammals, whose strong odors may overwhelm a dog's senses, triggering an instinctive reaction. While this theory offers a rational framework, it fails to fully explain the sheer number of cases and their precise repetition. Adding to the unease are local legends surrounding Overtown Estate. Some believe the area is haunted, linked to stories of restless spirits and a dark past. One tale speaks of a grieving father who threw his infant from the bridge, believing the child was possessed, fueling claims that the location carries a malevolent presence. Today, Overtoun Bridge remains a chilling intersection of science, superstition, and sorrow, a quiet landmark forever marked by unanswered questions and an enduring sense of unease. Before we wrap up, we'd like to hear from you. If any of the stories or mysteries we talked about today caught your attention, let us know in the comments. If you'd like to see exclusive episodes dedicated to each of these topics, going deeper into the details, theories, and unanswered questions, your feedback makes all the difference. Tell us which subject deserves its own episode, and we may turn it into a full, standalone podcast. Until next time, stay curious and stay strange.